Most of us have been in situations where we've experienced frustration while working toward a goal. It may have been while struggling to meet an exercise or health target, when learning to play a complex song, or even in trying to finish a book. But when we've made progress toward our challenging goals or achieved our goals, we've done so because of our perseverance. Perseverance, like goal setting, assertiveness, conflict management, and self-regulation, can be developed. The purpose of this video is to get you interested in teaching perseverance to teens, to better understand what perseverance is, and, most importantly, to give you a couple strategies to help students get better at it. Perseverance is defined as the commitment and resilience necessary to achieve a desired result in the face of challenges or setbacks. It's what helps us, and our students, continue working toward our goals, even when they are demanding. Perseverance helps individuals to stay focused on any long-term or short-term goal. This competency is closely associated with grit, which Angela Duckworth and her colleagues defined as the perseverance and passion for long-term goals. Perseverance is an intrapersonal competency because perseverance comes from within oneself. Research in education has found that students who persevere in schoolwork display a greater mastery of content and better grades than their classmates who have difficulty persevering. Perseverance is also important in adult contexts. Studies in business and the armed services found that individuals who exhibit perseverance are less likely to drop out of their life commitments. The National Research Council has also identified perseverance as an indicator of work ethic, and it is considered essential to innovation and entrepreneurship. There are two essential components of perseverance. The first essential component of perseverance is commitment. An intentional commitment to your goals and sustaining your goal-directed actions is a big part of being perseverant. Teens should be intentionally taught and reminded that if you want to achieve a goal, you have to dedicate time to learning or doing something. You need to engage in deliberate practice. You have to make a sort of personal contract or pledge that you aren't going to stop working on something for a period of time. Simply put, you have to remain interested or learn how to remain interested in what you are trying to accomplish in multiple areas such as math, English, or after-school activities. The second essential component of perseverance is overcome setbacks. For students to persevere in life, they will need to view mistakes or miscommunications as learning experiences. Students should learn that setbacks can be overcome. Students should be taught to recognize setbacks, reflect on them, and use them. An intentional commitment to what you want to do or learn and an overcome setbacks mentality make up perseverance. Perseverance isn't something you have or don't have. It's an important college and career competency that students can get better at with practice. Teachers can support students' perseverance in the classroom in a number of ways. Here are some examples to get you thinking about how you might teach commitment and overcoming setbacks in your classroom. Keep the word perseverance posted in your classroom for at least 3 weeks. Over time, ask students to talk about what it means to them or share examples of perseverance in school or careers. Tell students why perseverance is important in your subject area. For example, on average, it takes about 1 year to publish a book, and many people will make corrections and changes to your original work. Emphasize commitment and overcoming setbacks in your discussion. Ask students to write a goal that they can work on in your class and complete in 1 week. Ask them to finish the sentence, "This goal is important to me because..." Each day, ask students to share their goal and the reasons for their goal with a new person in the class. Teach students about deliberate practice. Emphasize that deliberate practice is a form of commitment. Deliberate practice is not always fun. It includes paying attention to the parts of what you want to do or learn that are easy and not easy. Deliberate practice can be very tiring. Help students identify markers of progress for completing long-term assignments. For example, a student might outline how they plan to complete a semester-long multimedia project for art or history and start with identifying a topic. The student might detail how they would handle a lack of available videos or pictures on their chosen topic, or what they would do if they experienced issues with computer software. They might also identify important stages of completion, such as a bibliography, a drafted outline, and a rough copy of their final project. Overcome setbacks in the classroom as a class. Give a tricky pop quiz that results in low scores and then have a short discussion about the issue. Have your students think of ways that they can do better next time and, most importantly, emphasize that no one's grade is going to drop in your class because of this one poor score on a tough pop quiz. Share famous failures with your students like Michael Jordan, who was cut from his high school basketball team, or Walt Disney, who was told he lacked imagination. Yet these people continued on to be successful in their interest areas despite setbacks. When we teach students how to maintain commitment and focus toward their goals and help them to continue working toward their goals despite encountering obstacles, we are preparing them to succeed. Students who persevere will be able to handle the challenges they face in high school, as well as those they will encounter in their personal and professional lives.